All right, today's lesson is 10-7 volume, the prisms and cylinders. Now, this is just for pre-algebra version of geometry. So if you're looking for the geometry version, this is not the one to go to. Vocabulary that you need to know for lessons is the volume of a 3D figure is the number of cubic units needed to fill it, sorry. And a cubic unit is a space occupied by a cube with edges 1 unit long. So sometimes you're going to find a 3D picture, and inside they might have some extra lines going like this. So that's where you can count all these boxes and see what the volume of a rectangular prism looks like. All right, so some key concepts you need to know. So the key concepts of volume of a prism is V equals BH. Now this capital B means the area of the base. So if I look at the, and the height is the height of the figure. So if I look at it and I'm looking at a triangular prism, my B would be equal to 1/2 base times height, because my triangle, you're only going to look at the triangle part of it, it would be my base, and you're going to use the area of the triangle times the height of the prism. And I'll draw some pictures for you and you can see how that's done. And then a rectangular prism would be the base would be BH, because your formula for a rectangle would be base times height, or length times width, depending on what book you're using, and then times the height of a prism. And then you have the volume of a cylinder, which volume equals base times height. Again, it's the same formula as the last one, but the base of a circle is pi r squared, because pi r squared is on a cylinder, it's a circle, and that's the area of a circle. So I'm going to just erase the top part of it so you can still see the formulas we need for the lesson. So we're going to do example 1. We are going to find the volume and A will be a triangular prism, and I'm going to just draw it out for you. So you're going to have a triangle. They want you to do it a little different, so I'm going to do, we'll do 2 triangular prisms, so how about that? And so you have the height of that triangle, 6 feet, and the base is 8 feet. And the height of the whole triangle will be 9 feet. Let's do B. That will be another kind of triangular prism. So it's going to be yeah, that will work. I know some of you cannot draw this like perfectly, so don't like freak out. And then we're going to do one rectangular prism. There we go. Sometimes you're going to have to erase numbers, that's fine. Or lines. So let's do 6 feet, 3 feet, and 7 feet. Okay, so we drew it out. If you need to keep drawing, pause me and then come back when you're done drawing them. Okay, so we're going to do the area of this triangular prism. And again, your formula is going to be V equals, and then I'm going to just use the base times height one. So it's going to be 1/2 BH times the H. So 1/2. Now I'm going to look at the triangle. That's this triangle right here. So the base of that triangle is 8 feet, and the height of that triangle is 6 feet. And then I have the height of the whole prism, which is 9 feet. I'm not going to put the feet down. And you're going to do 4 times 6. Notice I put these two together. 4 times 6 times 9. And 4 times 6 times 9. 4 times 6 times 9 equals 216. And you put feet because that's what the measurement unit is. And then you cube it. Volume is cubed. Area is squared. Volume is cubed. Because I did feet times feet times feet. Let's look at B. It's a little different. The triangles are a little different. You have volume again. And then you have 1/2. Okay, this triangle, they told you is a right triangle. That means this is a right triangle too. But we have the height, which is 6 meters, and the base, which is 10 meters. So it's going to be 10 times 6 times the height. How tall is this pyramid between the two triangles? And that's 21. So then you would do 5 times 6, because again, half of 10 is 5, and then times 21. And that is 630. I forgot the 6. 630 centimeters cubed. Okay, C. I have a rectangular base. So I have this rectangular base, and so it's going to be, remember the formula for that is BH times the H, the height of the whole rectangle. So I'm going to do 3 times 6 times 7. So 3 times 6 times 7 is 126, and then feet cubed. All right, so that's how you would do volumes of prisms of triangular and rectangular prisms. Those are the basic shapes you'll be using. If you are trying to find out a hexagonal pyramids prisms, you're looking in the wrong video. So let's go back to erasing. I'm going to erase the top again, and we're going to do example 2 together. And this time we're finding the volume again. but this time they are cylinders. So A. I have a cylinder. I don't like the top. It's not fat enough. There you go. Uh, 3.1, 3. And we'll do a B. .22, and that will be 5 feet. All right, put me again on pause if you haven't finished drawing them, but let's go over the problems. So the formula again is BH, V equals BH, or pi r squared. So again, you have pi r squared times the height of the cylinder. So again, r is always half of the circle. So you're going to go pi, well, let's use 3.14. We'll just write it down. 3.14 times r, which is 3.4 squared, times the height, which is 12. 3.4 squared equals 11. So you have 3.14 times 11.56 times 12. So you're going to do all of that together. And you get 435.5808. So we're going to simplify it or round it to 436. So you put the about sign, 436 centimeters cubed. B. Let's try it again. We have pi, which is 3.14, and then we have r. 22 is a diameter. So r is half of 22, which is 11. So it's going to be 11 squared times the height, which is 5 feet. So that's going to be 121 times 5 times 3.14. And that's going to be 189.9, oh, sorry. No, it's not going to be 189. It's going to be 1,899.7. So it's going to be about 1,900 feet cubed. I know it doesn't look like we have feet, that we're not multiplying by 3 things of feet. That's the reason why it's feet cubed. But remember that we're squaring one of the feet. So that makes it feet squared there and then timesing it by feet. So that's how you get cubed for volume of a cylinder. Have a nice day.